The Manufacturing Indaba is underway at the Sandton Convention Centre, and Arabile Gumede is standing by there to talk to one of the participants in the event. Arabile, much about the fourth industrial revolution being spoken about this morning at the event.
Certainly, the fourth industrial revolution is something that we've focused on for quite some time now. And of course, the internet, technology, all of that taking front and center stage, of course. But the future of manufacturing is also what takes center stage right now. How much impact will manufacturing have on future growth? Having gone from around 24-25% of GDP, now only contributing around 12 to 13%, how can we fix that situation? Futurist and man from Corn Ferry is joining me now. Guy Landy. Guy, thank you so much for the time. I know you're in a rush as well, so let's quickly delve into it. We need a lot of work to be done, and perhaps it's about taking in the scenarios that are currently seen in South Africa and perhaps extrapolating them for future reference in order to find a solution for South Africa's manufacturing. Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think one of the things that we need to do is look at what the trends are, where we're headed, and then look to see how we can invest more in those areas rather than focusing just on the traditional manufacturing sectors that we've looked at in the past.
Yeah. What are the key elements you find that we probably need to look at mostly, and the key findings that you've seen that are things that the manufacturing sector itself are going to have to ideally look at in order to grow from here?
Well, I think innovation is key. So traditionally we've had quite mechanical manufacturing, and I think we need to look at how do we introduce more and more technology into what we do. So if you look, for example, at the clothing and textile industry, that's an industry that in its traditional form died out to a large degree, but has reinvented itself by investing in new machinery, new technology, and I think across the board, if we can focus on doing more of that, it will certainly help.
Yeah. At the same time, developments, is it starting off at the right levels? Are we putting in enough money into it in order for it to grow at the same time?
Well, I think important to take into account is that we've got to put money into both the machinery, the tooling, but also the people, because you can have the world's most amazing machines, but if the people are not upskilled to handle them, then they become just as useless as not having them. Yeah. So investing in skills is also extremely important, and I'm not sure we've done enough of that to date.
Sustainability of the sector, also dependent on regulation. Are we catching up?
Yes, I think so. I think that there's definitely work going into encouraging businesses in the right direction, but I think that can't stop. We can't rest on our laurels in any way.
Yeah. A lot of it is also dependent on South Africa's economy. So sadly, as at the current state, it is a bit of a struggle. Is there a way to circumnavigate that?
Well, I think our economy is slow at the moment, but I think that it's heading in the right direction. Global growth is starting to move, and that always has a positive impact on our own growth. And once there's an increase in positivity, confidence about the future, people will start to invest more.
Yeah. Guy Landy, appreciate your time. Will allow you to jet off there. Guy Landy is from Corn Ferry, and he's a futurist, shall we say, and really takes a look at just how South Africa's economy can be able to manifest and grow itself a whole lot more despite the current situation, and what it is that we need to look at from here on in, whether it be the workforce, whether it be funding, whether it just be how manufacturers look at South Africa as an economy and headed future. Desiree, it's back to you.
Thanks a lot there to Arabile Gumede from Sandton at the Manufacturing Indaba.
Let's move on residents of